The history is written as we know by people. The history of the close corporation BelAseptika was created by people. Each of those who puts in the work talent, forces, energy, who loves and is proud of the company in which works. BelAseptika history began 80 years ago. The winter of 1935 was severe. In the tiny mislate in the woods of the Vologda region remote settlement, the epidemic situation left much to be desired. Almost all children had measles. Many were infected with intestinal infections. Exactly there was directed the young graduate of medical assistance and obstetric school, Alexei Krasilnikov, to manage Feldsher station. He had to direct all efforts, not getting enough sleep. In each lockhart there were some patients. Practically alone, battling to numerous infectious diseases and insanitary conditions, the young doctor fully experienced as knowledge of infections and the reasons of their emergence is necessary and important, as isn't enough in medicine and life-effective disinfecting and antiseptics. So began the way in science and medicine one of the most outstanding scientists of Belarus in the field of microbiology and epidemiology, Alexei Petrovich Krasilnikov. He never pursued science for the sake of science. For him, in scientific researches, on the first place always there was a concrete advantage for people. Practical introduction of his scientific development was continued by his son, Andrei Alexeyevich Krasilnikov, who continues to develop ideas of his father to serve people, to protect people from dangerous diseases. It became family business, family credo. For this reason, in the 19th last century, the idea to create the company for production of domestic means of antiseptics and disinfection was born. Today, BelAseptika is the leading Belarusian producer in its branch. We produce a wide range of the professional anti-infective agents, disinfecting, washing and cleaning agents for the public health organizations, education, the enterprises of the food industry, the municipal sphere, agriculture and many other spheres of human activity. Threat from pathogenic microorganisms isn't audible, isn't noticeable, but it is present at our life constantly. It isn't difficult to be saved from it. Enough only nobility and own skills of sanitary culture to have modern effective remedies in the arsenal. All our production is the result of scientific approach, use of the best world experience and modern technologies, and workmanship, knowledge and skills of our employees. After all, about 300 people work in the company today, among them experts of the top skills in the field of medicine, chemistry and pharmaceutics. Our production meets standards of a good manufacturing practice that is confirmed with the GMP certificate and is the appreciation of compliance to standards for the pharmaceutical enterprise. The quality management system of production conforms to requirements of STB ISO 9001-2001. On production of aqueous alcoholic extracts and aromatic alcohols, the control system of safety of production of HASP is introduced. BelAseptika is the active member of the International Forum of Hygiene with the headquarters in Germany. It takes an active part in activity of the National Organization of Disinfectionists of the Russian Federation. It is the constant participant of the exhibitions, conferences, roundtables on problems of healthcare which are carried out in Belarus. As a part of our company, there are accredited laboratories of scientific researches and development of new technologies, quality control of production and raw materials. For promoting of knowledge in the field of hygiene and for the purpose of rendering professional support, we develop and offer consumers new modern services. For example, the complex educational and expert help with control of microflora at the enterprises and institutions. Such microbiological audit reveals microorganisms steady against action of disinfectants and anti-infective agents that allows to develop the most optimum and effective programs of disinfection. Our company entered the market of a professional cleaning and disinfection in public health organizations and in a short, deserved reputation of the reliable partner with scientific approach. The nature is the best doctor. The understanding of this led us to the creation of a line of products Phytodoctor. The main idea of a brand is the use of a curative force of nature in natural extracts of plants, production of medicines on the basis of domestic natural raw materials with a full cycle of production, from cultivation and preparation to finished product release. For implementation of this project, own source of raw materials is created in one of the finest and environmentally friendly corners of our country, on Myadelshina. There, with observance of all technological norms of cultivation, without use of chemicals, various medicinal herbs, including such exotic as a ginseng, are grown up and exposed to primary processing. On the basis of curative herbs, we produce a number of medicines, dietary supplements. Especially for athletes, the line of sports gels is developed. In the course of creation are new effective makeup preparations. We carefully selected and made compoundings of herbal teas, and we work on the program for promoting of drinks from the Belarusian herbs. We mastered production of natural aqueous alcoholic extracts, CO2 extraction. We offer quality production for the alcoholic and non-alcoholic industry, and also for food, pharmaceuticals, cosmetic industries. More and more technological is our life, more increasing our speeds, more vehement strive is for efficiency and profits. But it is so important to keep balance of values, not to lose harmony with the nature. Within the state program of development of a resort zone of the Narochansky region, BelAseptika created the Center of Ecological Tourism, including the real pharmaceutical garden with phyto drawing room, campings and the hunter houses, united in an integrated tourist route. We are glad to realize that we could make the contribution to promoting of a healthy lifestyle, revival of phytotherapy traditions. In a wonderful corner of the National Park Narochansky, we offer body restoration and soul therapy, to leave the car, to switch off phone, to walk barefoot on the grass or to go for a ride by bicycle, to drink useful tea from fragrant herbs, to learn many interesting facts about force of curative plants. Purity of thoughts and actions is one more direction of our activity. In this direction works Archipov's laboratory, rendering services in carrying out psychological researches with use of a polygraph. One of key concepts of our development are innovations. They define main objectives and tasks, vectors of our movement. We are focused on advanced technologies in all business processes and creation of competitive products. We interpret innovations as transformation of scientific and technical progress into real results with economic effect. Within State Program of Innovative Development, BelAseptika realizes the project on production of pharmaceutical substances, environments of cultural nutrient mediums, and extract from domestic endocrine and fermental raw materials and raw materials of a phytogenesis. In realization stage is one more large project – construction of the production module with innovative technologies and the modern equipment for deep processing of herbs for the purpose of production of modern medicines. The fact of belonging to pharmaceutical branch defines our social orientation. We assume the increased responsibility for quality and consumer properties of each unit of production. The main direction in realization of social function, we see creation of modern and qualitative products. We are very active in the aspiration to conform to the highest requirements of our clients. Harmonious development and professional development of the personnel is about us. What is the secret of BelAseptika? In high professionalism, in work and production quality, in desire to serve people and the company, in inspiration to create and protect, in responsibility before itself and people around. And one more fact, in special devotion to business, which for employees became rather family. For 20 years, BelAseptika cares of that our hospitals, the medical centers, schools, kindergartens, cafe and restaurants, houses and apartments were clean, safe and comfortable. After all, purity of intellect and purity of soul begins with purity around.